Hi everybody, thanks for coming back to my channel, Lady of Huntington. I just wanted to jump on and give you a little bit of an overview on what's happened the last couple of days with me. My MS has been a right royal pain in the butt. Last night I went to bed about 9 o'clock. By about 10 o'clock, 10:30 maybe, I was still tossing and turning and couldn't get to sleep, so up I got as my legs started having spasms, and I also have restless leg syndrome or irritable leg syndrome, whatever you want to call it. And with the spasms, that's your muscles contracting, and your legs, your foot keeps flicking up all the time, and it's quite annoying. And of course, when you're trying to sleep, it's very you obviously can't because it's so annoying. But even if it's during the day and it does it, it takes so much energy to try and stop doing it. It's better to let it do it because it is extremely painful. But I do have medication to help with that. But it also makes you very, very drowsy. Anyhow, I got up, and what do I do? At 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night, 1 a.m. in the morning, 2 a.m. in the morning, 3 a.m. in the morning, 4 a.m. in the morning, but watch you guys and be entertained by all of you out there. And, it's like you've got a friend on the other side that you're actually listening to, especially if it's the channels that you follow along with. But I just wanted to let you know that my hair's not done really well. I do have a shower every day, and I have to wash and condition my hair every day because if I don't, I feel dirty. And I always have a shower of a morning, not of a night. I do have a spa some nights and things like that to try and relax myself. But coming down to a morning, that's my morning routine. And just to let you know, I wear makeup, although a lot of the time it's not done very well because of my hands. And keeping straight lines and things like that, and trying to, do your eyeshadow like you once was, it just doesn't work anymore with numb hands and, coordination and things like that doesn't work. The other thing I wanted to let you know, some people have been asking me a few different questions in relation to my MS. Toileting issues. Yes, toileting issues are huge. When you need to go to the loo, you need to go to the loo. When we go out, my husband, the first thing he does is point out where the actual toilet is. And if we're at a restaurant or anything like that, we try and sit as close as we possibly can, because once you need to go, guys, that's it. You need to go straight away, and there's no stopping if you can't get to a toilet in time. It's just not going to happen. One of the unpleasant things, and there's many of them about MS, and that's one of them. It's one of the things that makes a lot of us stay home more than anything, because we're too frightened to go out because of our toileting issues. So my right side, I think I may have said last time it's my left, but it's this side, being my right side, is my weak side, and that is also the side that I need to drive my car on. Put my foot on my accelerator on my car. So I don't drive a lot because that is flexing my foot and things like that I can't do very well any longer, and actually getting in and out of the car is giving me cramps every time I down my right leg. Every time I'm getting in and out of the car, it must just be a muscle that I'm trying to use to be able to get in and out, so that's not working so well. So I try just to go to our local shops, still about 20-25 minutes away, but there's no lights or anything, so I still have to use the brake, of course, and slow down and stop. But it's not as bad as going into town where you've got light after light after light, which is more difficult. I do have an automatic car, so that makes life a little bit easier. Some of the other things, guys, shopping centres with lights and things like that put me off balance. It's just a lot of lights. I don't know what it is with the lights, but it just makes me very off balance and more uncoordinated than I normally am. I've actually had somebody before that we've been walking along, or I've been walking along, and they were talking to themselves. I could hear them saying, "Is that lady drunk?" And that was just the way that I was walking. Escalators. Yep, don't even put me on an escalator. If I do go on one, I have my husband at the front. or whatnot. So I've got a little bit of stability and somebody to help me get off when I get down there, because that just doesn't happen. Stairs, another no-no. 1 or 2 stairs at a time is pretty much all I can manage, and I've got to go up one at a time. There's no putting one foot in front of the other. I actually have a drop foot, so my foot catches on everything, hence why I fall over a lot. Friends, you notice your friendship circle becomes less and less. I think because when you have plans and you are not feeling well, you're not up to it for the day, for going out or whatnot, and you have to cancel, and that seems to be time and time again, people suddenly stop asking you and stop wanting to come in and see you, probably because you're stumbling over your words and you're not the person to them as that you once were. You can't go and do all the activities that you would do and things like that. I'll tell you a funny story. My husband and I actually went for a this is going back a few years now, maybe about 3 or 4 years ago now, to a beautiful waterfall down here in Tassie, and we rang up ahead and they said yes, it's wheelchair accessible and things like that, so it's a nice flat track. So I thought, oh great, we'll do that, we'll go and have a look. So off we went. A 10-minute walk. Took me an hour and a half. Little old people were passing me along the track. It wasn't until that day, it's quite funny, that day that I actually realised, and you'll laugh at silly things, there we go, that I realised how slow I actually walked. And I controlled laughing. Here's one other thing. Oh dear, to the point that you get into tears. Oh, funny, I could just picture it. Don't want to go back down there again. Okay. Okay, guys, now that I've composed myself a little bit, still got tears in my eyes from laughing. That is also another thing with MS. You will laugh uncontrollably at things from time to time, or you'll react in a way that's really not appropriate to react to. Like, you know, I like to do scrapbooking. So I don't just go and buy one scrapbook. I buy, 9, 10, 11, I don't know how many I've got now, but I've got a lot. And I don't just buy one sticker book, I've got to have everything. And everything to do with that activity I need to buy. So another friend of mine actually has a YouTube channel as well. She's called Craft with Fee. Hi Fee. Now she's wonderful. If you haven't popped onto her channel, please do so. You will enjoy watching her. She's very talented, very crafty, and I'm very, very jealous. I'm just not that crafty, but she is. So pop onto her channel and have a look. Craft with Fee. Oh gosh, that's another thing. You forget what you're going to say. Now my train of thought's gone. I can't remember what I was going to say now. That's part and parcel of MS. One of the really frustrating ones. Anyhow, Fee's wonderful. So I don't know where I was heading with that, or gosh, how annoying. Anyhow, guys, I hope this has given you a little bit more of an insight as to my world, my crazy upside down world. Luckily, I have a wonderful family who support and love and care for me, and I have wonderful friends. Those few that I have, I could probably count them on one hand these days, but that's okay. Anyhow, guys, you have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon.